Wow, drama. Drama at the Marvel Stadium. Wow, what a game. I can't believe it. Yeah, incredible. Incredible ending, incredible match. Pretty chaotic throughout. And New Zealand got a win in the end. It was a close fought game, that one. And I did expect it could go either way. If you watched the previous video, the preview, I called All Blacks by 10. That wasn't the case, and Australia really could have won it. I wouldn't say should have, but given the circumstances of the last 5 minutes, I mean, they really should have won it. Older Foley came over from Japan and absolutely played a blinder. Like I called into question his test match experience. Having played in Japan, apparently he's playing a pretty good level, but it's not the same as test level. And he did a fantastic job. Kicking was 100%, I think. Moanga's was 2 almost. I think he missed that last kick, but the game was over by then anyway. But yeah, great performance. Unfortunately, as I think anyone who's watched the match knows, the refereeing decisions, particularly in the last section of the match, are going to be on everyone's lips. You know, was he right to penalise? I don't think it was a penalty. He called a scrum. So I don't know, isn't there a penalty for wasting time? But Foley was taking his time to take the kick, but you know, he looked like he was doing a legitimate job, and the referee blew up, called over the captain, Nick White. I mean, if anyone's got some bad karma coming back at him, it's him. So it was kind of fortuitous, how do you say? Yeah, I can't quite think of the word, but to call him over and explain why he did it. And that ended up I thought New Zealand had lost the game before then by kicking to the corner when they could have taken the points, the 3 points to draw the game. But they kicked to the corner, got penalised. And yeah, they were clearing in lines. Australia, the game looked done. Looked like New Zealand were dead and buried. And then, yeah, the referee blew up. Scrum. And then New Zealand ended up getting over for the try. Great work by Jordan, actually, to get that pass out to the end, to put Barrett in the corner. But crazy game. So many injuries, so many cards. Australia were down to 13 and 14. New Zealand had a guy, the open side, Papalui, put in the bin as well. So they were down to 14. So again, this issue of like the referee having too much of an impact in the game is coming up, which is unfortunate because as far the players are concerned, I was really pleased with the way they handled it. And even when Australia, I thought this was a great sign of their character. When they went down to 13, they really knuckled down and their game management was excellent. And they really did all that they could to stay in the game. And they were there at the end, a couple of fantastic tries. And it was right there for the taking, and they just couldn't do it. And I guess this is a difference between the rubber, the green, or whatever you want to call it. New Zealand have got their mojo back. Yeah, but they managed to pull out the win and retain their Bledisloe. And that was what it was all about, really, is going over to Australia and getting the win. Not 10 points, like I said, and could easily have been a loss, easily. But yeah, just will say it's a bit frenetic compared to their last performance, New Zealand. I think Australia thrive in that kind of environment, that chaotic kind of broken play. I think New Zealand should be playing for a much more kind of a structured style, a much more sensible, calm style. But yeah, Moanga, I think, was a plus point for New Zealand. Every game he plays, he looks a little bit better. He's not the finished article by any stretch of the imagination, but he definitely is, I think, the #1 man now in the 10 jersey. And that's great for New Zealand. It's hard to believe that Foley hasn't played since the World Cup in Japan, which I was at. I was at the semi-final there, not the Australia game. They didn't get to the semi-final, I don't think. But I watched Wales and Australia in the preliminary heat, the group stage, and it's crazy to think that he hasn't played since then. So I think part of the thing is coming out of this rugby championship too is that a lot of the players who are playing overseas, they deserve to play for their country. You know, I mean, it's criminal really. The guy has lost 3-4 years of his prime. He's like 33 now, I think. And so say 29-30 when he played. Those are the prime playing careers, like full of experience. Fitness is still good enough. Strength is at his peak. So like for him not to be playing for his country is a terrible waste. And it's the same with a lot of players in Australia and New Zealand. So I really think going forward, Sansa, that's something they have to look at. But drama all over the place. I'm sure this game is going to be talked about a lot. So yeah, hope you enjoyed my take on it, and see you later. Bye.